Hey everybody, Havran here, and today we finally had our very first D&D session, and oh my god, it was amazing. Like, seriously, we started, and the story was, we are a group of 4 people, and we were supposed to be a group of 20, but somehow only 4 of us survived. We are in the middle of a weird forest, a lot of like really sketchy trees, too close together to be natural, and too dead looking to be like healthy forest. A lot of like weird fog trying to catch us, and the fog didn't look like anything good is waiting for us in the fog. So we were like from the beginning very paranoid, like a lot of weird howling from it sounded like wolves, but uh, we were supposed to be on a hunt for a werewolf, so not sure if those were wolves or werewolves howls, but we didn't want to test our luck and try to find out. So we decided to just continue on a path. I'm skipping a lot of story, but we decided to continue on a path from where we started the story in the like. There was some how would I put it? There was some like bounty quest for catching up a werewolf, and 20 people decided to go for this. We went on a like a cart with hay pulled by like horses or something. We were 20 of us, and suddenly the fog came, and only 4 of us were left. No idea what happened to the rest of the guys, but we were the only ones who managed to survive, and we didn't want to find out if we're going to have the luck for the second time. So the whole time we were playing at the DM's house, there were like a horror ambient music playing in the background, which was making the atmosphere so much live. And as we were trying to figure out, like, because none of our characters knew each other, so we were trying to figure out, like, what the hell's going on? How the hell are we going to survive this, basically? We found a dead body, like, basically straight away. And I was trying to, as my character, I was trying to, like, keep distance from everybody, because I don't trust nobody. So I used a mage hand to, like, poke the dead body, and it was dead. It didn't move. I was how do I say it? Paranoid. It's like a trap or something, so I didn't want to come too close and touch it personally. So I tried to poke it with a mage hand. Didn't work. It did nothing. So I then flipped the body with the mage hand, like catch it on the shoulder and turned it around. And then I realized that the dead body looks like a hell of a lot like me. Like, basically, the face of the dead body was my face. Nobody else knew, just me. And it was not like a magic trick or something. And I'm the only child, no siblings, and no idea how this happened. Sketchy as shit. We're probably going to maybe, hopefully, find out sometimes later, because it's like a big mystery at this point. Like, when I seen this, and I called one of our party like, yeah, can you come watch? And she was like, yeah, what's going on? And I took down my raven mask, and she was like, oh my god, that looks like you. And they tried to figure out like, why does this dead body look like you? And like, I have no idea, but it's not me. Uh, it should not look like me. And I put on the mask and like, we should get the hell out of here very fast. So I'm going to skip the dialogues between characters. Also, I'm going to skip the like appearance monologues each of our players had to describe what their characters look like. Not important right now. We went through the forest. I used my Raven companion a bunch of times because it basically I can send him out to fly and scout and try to find out because it has like 50 feet of movement and it can see from above much more further than myself, and nothing sketchy from well, except the sketchy forest and the sketchy mist and the horror setting. We got to a point of a huge gate, and imagine Mines of Moria from like Lord of the Rings series. If you've seen the movie, it was not like a basic gate for like humans. It was not like a big gate for giants. It was like a huge gate for like no creature should be this big. We got in, the gate closed, and we find another dead body. Yeah, starting strong. Uh, we, I found the letter in the dead body that said some things. We were trying to figure it out, like, this gives us more enemies, possibly, than we wanted to have at this point of the game. And we went further down the road, got to a small town, and again, I tried to use my Raven to scout, and there were just some sketchy shadows and buildings. Like, the whole town was like devastated. Everything was like in rumbles, and I'm like, I'm chaotic neutral, but I don't trust nobody, and I'm chaotic. So, what would I do if I were in that situation? My Raven, my companion, knows something called mimicry, which is basically it can repeat sounds that it hears. So I'm like, yeah, why the hell not? And I let the Raven mimic the sound of the wolves that we heard in the forest, and basically we made a panic. Like, an hour into game, I made every living soul in the first town fear for their lives because I sounded like some of the creatures that were hunting us, and they are probably not friendly creatures. And but we figured out that there are some living souls. Probably there were more like ideal solutions to find this out, but yeah, I do stuff and then I think about them later. And we got into a tavern and tried to talk with some folk in there that are from the town. And there was one guy who asked us to go with him because it's not safe to talk in the bar, in the tavern. So we followed him, and he's probably gonna be the first quest giver. But at this point, the game had to go to a pause because we were playing for like 4 hours at this point. Yeah, it sounds very fast and very easy when I'm explaining it like this, but trust me, trying to figure out what's hunting for us, what can kill us, what can't kill us, trying not to miss any important clue, and trying to figure out between ourselves, between our four-person group, how we are going to trust and interact with each other took a lot longer than I would imagine. But damn, it was amazing. Like, seriously, I was very, very, very much enjoying it. The horror setting for this campaign, I didn't expect it to be this good. Like, I obviously knew like it's going to be horror. It should be scary, and I didn't want to like underestimate my DM or other players, but I didn't imagine it being this creepy under the skin as it was. Like, seriously, I'm lost for words a little bit because I'm used to feel dread from like watching movies. I'm used to feel horror from playing games. I'm not used to have this feeling from just words itself when I'm in a good lit room with people and like no visual aid for me, just imagination and words and talking. I love it. It's seriously amazing. I cannot wait for the next game because at this point the story just barely started. We are going through like only the first introductory part of the game. I'm hooked, and I'm hooked for good. It's amazing. I love it. The party is going to be amazing. Characters we are playing, and the interactions between us that are starting build, to be built or whatever. It's addictive. Now I'm just like 4 hours, 5 hours in, and I'm very fast, like in very short time, I'm getting the understanding of why people love to play D&D so much. Because why not? It's just when you have a great party, when you have great people you feel good being around in like real life, and then you take all that and put that in a setting that you enjoy, and then you put yourself, like myself as a person, in the shoes of the character that is loosely based on what I would do in real life. It's very easy to lost mind and not be a player but be the character itself. I'm really happy I went for this, and I'm going to be part of this for a long time because it's probably one of the best things that could happen to me at this point in my like real life, just because I can literally like open my mind, like all the worries from my job, my business, and other stuff that's going on. Like, let it all be, let it all go, and just immerse myself in this world in a way that no video game, no TV series, no like nothing regarding my other hobbies can provide for me. And I'm really looking forward to the next session when I'm going to be a little bit more seasoned in how to play it. I got some very helpful feedback from my co-players on how to be better as a player, how not to think about the stuff but do the stuff, and to have it be more enjoyable for me, not to worry too much about what actions are possible and good, and just try it and we see. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing, like seriously. um I'm literally lost for words. The DM is amazing, and the way he gives us information based on our actions and our questions, it's addicting. I have no other words how to describe this. So we should be, regarding the next meeting, we should be meeting probably in like 10 days, next weekend maybe. Depends on how other players are going to have like free time and stuff, but we are all very much looking forward to it. And yeah, myself cannot wait, literally cannot wait for the next session. It's amazing, I love it, and I'm obviously going to share more of my experience with you guys as I get it. So very excited, very much looking forward to it. And for you, yeah, guys, thanks a lot for listening to me. Like raw emotions, my words are not enough to explain how amazing this is of an experience for me. And I will try to explain the feelings better next time, maybe. No idea. But yeah, thanks guys a lot for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, type them down in the comment section. I will respond to every single one of them. And if you like it, like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It will help me so much. And see you in the next video. Cheers!